I don't want to spark any kind of witch hunts, so let's do this with anonymity, okay guys? Don't look at the name on the multiple sentry guns on the bottom left, okay? We're only doing this anonymously, alright? So we're not gonna point fingers, but we all know this is the most toxic thing in this game. That and grenades. Well, that's no reason to leave without me. I'm just playing the game. Alright, I'll put the sentry guns away. Still using a smart pistol though. Clear! Titanfall, come on! Ah. Wake up! Anybody there? I said this last time, but I used my little kid voice. Hello! But this is no joking matter. E3. Have you heard of it? Usually it's a big deal. And you guys just unraveled all my hopes and dreams in one presentation. How about some serious games? Mobile? Jesus. Star Wars was probably the only serious thing. No more on Battlefield, but I think I know what to expect out of a Battlefield game. And I still like them. So those are cool. This is way better. Nuclear eject? It has nothing to do with the nuke. The best part about it is the extra height. Check out what the difference is. The fact that I can even do this by just slowing myself down a little bit with my double jump after the big time difference in ejections says a lot. Somebody killed me with a G2. I happen to be carrying one too. I was kind of working on this video. I have a tone clip at the end. Don't worry, we're gonna talk a little bit about tone. Why not, eh? It's been a long time since I talked about tone. I used so much tone at the beginning of the game along with the hemlock that it had my top kills for the longest time. Like in regards to time, like over the last 2 years, I played more during the first 3 months of the game than like I have to this date. Like I just played a ton when the game first dropped. I think I've actually gone over the halfway mark as of this time, but it was still very recently, even though I've been using Ion for like the last year as my main. But Tone managed to top my chart for so long because of how much I played initially. I like this because it was just kind of so quick. Look, the cook is out almost at the same time that the melee was. That's just neat. And here how the aimer was just thrown up based on the structure and how I grabbed it, that I find is really cool. One of the things that throws off my aim the most in this game is whenever I hit the ground from a really high distance, because you're like, ugh, and your gun goes down and then up and it just throws you completely off. Do I like it? Yeah, just like the mantling animation. You guys complain, but it raises the skill ceiling. You can get out of it. Make sure you jump a little further. If not, you're gonna have to redirect yourself. That's what I find one of the biggest parts about Titanfall is it's like you're gonna mess up moves all the time. Like, don't tell me that you're gonna be hitting those corners 100% of the time, because those jumps can get hard, and keeping your speed up while doing it, that's the real trick to this game. So if you mess up, try something else. This game goes on for a while. I just cut a couple of parts of it because me and this guy that just died up top had a huge back and forth. He was up there all the time. I liked being up there. We had a lot of grapple kills. We had good ordnance kills. And I think part of the reason it was so fun was because he was also using a grenadier and I was using my grappling hook and grenades, so it kind of leveled the playing field. Or maybe not, because my consistency with grenades lately has been improving in the last like month. It's really clicking these days. This caught me by surprise for a bit. I'm like, I thought I hit you with the grenade. Stop coming back. Is there one more grenade? There was one really nasty grenade through like a corridor. It had a lot of back and forth running. This is an elite thing. Try holding your grenade button and still navigating yourself on a regular controller. On the regular setup, I'm pretty sure it makes it pretty hard to steer yourself while maintaining your bunny hops. If you're customizing it, everybody can have this weird setup, but an elite controller just takes all that away. I know, they should start paying me for these commercials because I say it all the time, but it just really made my own gaming experience that much better, so I like passing it on because I think once you go there, you just never go back. And as a gamer, I love complaining about prices of games, but when you really come down to it, hours per monies, or however you want to say that, you get a ton out of gaming, so you might as well spend a little extra on your peripherals to have a good experience. So I goofed that, but I'm actually not losing too much. I'm going to get that health back and get those shields back, so no biggie. I was just kind of working out the timing. We're going to have another chance to do it in a moment, and that time it does work, so you can see how it works if you're not familiar with it. This is a cheesy Ronin move. But you know what, even all the Titans now, I find all the Titans are really good in Titan combat if you know how to use them, especially against a pilot. I find that there is a couple of easier ones. I'll show you guys a bit of tone. I wasn't really serious about anything about the sentry guns in the first clip, you know. That's just kind of to pique your interest and be like, what's Paper talking about today? And it's usually just some gibberish. It's true. It's true. I'm just here just spitting gibberish. This guy's so screwed. I find Ronin to be very easy. I find Tone to be very easy. I think all the Titans can have a high skill ceiling. But some of you Scorches, by the way, are getting really good at sniping with those canisters. I commend you. Some of you guys are very, very good. This guy stole nothing and then got to run away in a pretty demeaning fashion. If you're caught on the ground after all that, that sucks. Look how many opportunities I have. This melee on this Titan is so quick. It's so long. The short range, like, I goofed so many shots. Its range is not the greatest, but it's huge. So you just have to hit a little bit of a pilot from a decent distance, if not a couple shots. Let's see if we can flush this dude out. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, he lost his nerve. I'm actually, guys, I have this clip that makes a huge difference when going up against Titans as a pilot. I think it is the biggest thing, actually. Does it sound like I'm baiting you? I'm really not. The biggest thing about fighting another Titan is knowing if they have splash damage or not. That lets you know where you can hide from their fire. The splash damage for Tone is going to be slightly different than Monarch's missiles, so you have to watch for these things. Knowing where you can set up. I mean, the example that I'm going to show you, it's going to have a Legion, and it's not even real. I'm not even real. I'm gone. That ability, so good. Anyways, so the example we're gonna go over is going up against a Legion that you know has no splash damage, so you can hide behind. You can hide behind tiny things if you know the other guy doesn't have any splash damage, like Ion. If you're going up against a Tone, good luck, because just know that they have all the perfect tools to kill a pilot. And in case I miss this guy, a couple of shots against the wall probably give me the kill with some splash damage. Who dares shoot Tone in the back? You guys are crazy. How many chances did that take? Look at the radar. It still shows him too. It still shows me him. Completely nullifies that ability during that sonar. Huh. It even makes you flicker. By the way, I've been seeing a lot of pilots lately with invis in my Titan, just randomly. Like, I'm like, ooh, when did I develop this vision? It's kind of like a magic eye. That's Tone's weakness right there. Tone Prime, the upgraded version. What is this run going to be about? That was me not having faith in what I did, because I'm like, now's the time to do a melee. Now's the time. And then I'm like, no, he may not be there. It's like, you saw the second after image and you still doubt it? I'm like, yeah, but I still think he's going to be there. So why didn't you just do it? Well, it's because you're being a little bitch. That's the internal dialogue that pretty much happened during that part. Right now, I don't want to be one-shotted by this Ronin. I know what he wants. He was like, I want to just one-shot this dude. And while I was distracted with him, the pilot came in and tried to finish me off, which is typically a strong strategy because it's hard to dodge both. Imagine that would have been a crit. He would have died. He's probably still going to die. Oh, he used his phase. Can't outrun a grenade, though. Even bunny hopping, you're gonna have a hard time. These things fly. Mistime that. Hey, gotta practice it somewhere. I don't even remember what happens in this clip. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, okay, yeah, I just got one-shotted. Nice. But I killed the guy with a grenade. Alright. Well, this is all just the same game, I think. This is just about earning my Titan right now. Okay, he used his one-shot. Can he one-shot me again? He's gonna have a hard time from that angle. And now that he's getting pressured by a Titan, it's like, okay, you just go to town. Like, watch. As soon as I do this and I don't come out right away, he's like, oh, god damn it, okay. Then he has to turn his attention back to the Titan. Like, he can't really wait for you. He's gonna have to keep shifting his focus. If not, he's gonna get eaten up regardless, right? Best move at this point would have been to retreat. But even that would have been hard, but that at that point was the best option. Going up 2v1 pilot against, pilot and going up against a Titan is a sure way to get rocked. You guys want to talk about the podcast? All right, we've assembled a team. I think it's going to be kind of a nice way to pass the time until Titanfall 3, because honestly, as of right now, it seems like we have a drought. And salty tears are not the best hydrating agent. Though I do love trolling a dude in this game. I was using a lot of tone for this video. I thought I was gonna go in a completely different direction, so I was also playing around with a smart pistol, which to be honest, I hate. At long distance, you're just useless. Some people were blasting me away faster than it locks. I don't like it. It's funny how crappy I am with weapons that are perceivably very good. Like the R201 in this game, I see some people do really well with them, but I'm just garbage. Like, just awful with it. I'm so bad. Legitimately. Seriously. I'm just really bad at aiming down sights in this game. I'm so conditioned to the alternator. Oh, I have a buddy? Oh, we can waste him. At this point, if you're Ronin or Ion, all you're doing is going on the defensive while the other guy DPSs, because look at him. This dude DPS is so hard. I'm just going to try to keep him trapped there with him, and ooh, a pilot. Ah, a whiff. That's alright, we have nuke eject. Watch the killer height you can get. I can't even see pilots right now. I'm blind. Oh, we're gonna go up against the Legion. I'm like, alright. I almost get killed because I misstepped on the roof and showed a lot more of myself than I thought I was going to. Just stay low. Stay low. Right now he's trying to cut the distance so he can get an easier shot. Alright, he's waiting. I don't want to get too high right now. I'm just trying to find some openings here, and I find that the Thunderbolt is best at medium range. And that happens way more often than it should. Now the only question is, can he punch through there? Ooh, maybe. You may have to be perfectly centered. But from there I could have stood behind that, like cutting off the angle to Titans that have little splash damage, like Ion has no splash damage either. You can just hide behind anything. It doesn't matter if it's super narrow. They can't do too much about that. Oh, that's a devastating death. And that brings us to the end of this video. I had a lot of time to play this weekend, so I have a bunch of footage, which means I'm going to be able to put out more episodes. Plus, I actually did something I've never done before. I bet you can guess what it is, maybe. And if you can, put it in the comment section. I love hearing from you guys. And if you want to support the channel, of course, make sure to hit that like button. It does seem to help people see the video. So if you want to do that for me, awesome. Thank you very much. Otherwise, thanks for joining me. Paper, cut to you, and I'll see you guys next time.